Well, welcome back, folks. I got another day. I've been very grateful to get some time on this build. I've been really been itching to get moving. Today, we're going to start probably what's I've been waiting for the longest here is we're going to start building a cab, and we're going to build the cab's going to go be about 5 feet wide. It's going to come over the tracks. It's going to be about 6 feet long, 3 doors, and it's also going to carry on through the back where there'll eventually be a deck to load stuff on. That'll be the engine compartment and everything like that. So it's fun because this is going to be the day that it looks like something. And I think it's going to be surprising at how quickly it takes shape. I have a pretty good design in my head. We'll see. I might need to make some changes on the fly. I got to do a little bit of prep work first, just smooth down some welds. One of the big challenges I was facing here in my build process was what I'm going to do first. Um, I originally wanted to clad in the sides and the bottom to form the hull of the machine. I want to get that done because I'm going to need to be able to roll it around with the crane and do all my welding flat to get the best welds with that spool gun. But it had some drawbacks. I wasn't necessarily going to be able to get in as easily when it comes time to mount the engine and everything like that inside. So what I've decided to do is kind of a combination of what I originally had planned, and I'm going to build the cab without cladding the side in, but I'm not going to actually affix everything from here up. It's not going to be welded to the chassis yet. We're going to clamp everything in really well, maybe even some tack welds. But then the plan will be when the cab is built and the back frame and everything is roughed in with the 2-inch tubing, we're going to separate it. The top will come off to get welded, and then the bottom. At that time, I'll have already had the engine in, mounts, everything like that will be done. We'll strip it down, and then we'll clad in the bottom so that it'll become closer to a finished product. The cab will get fully welded, and then the two will get married back together and welded in, and then the top cladding will go on, and the doors and the windows, and then kind of a final assembly. So I just wanted to walk you through my thought process there, and I think it's going to lead to the best outcome and allow me the best access. But you really got to be careful when you're doing things like this that you don't go too far ahead in one step, so much to the point that you may even have to go backwards again because it's fitting everything at once, right? I do have a plan of what I'm doing. I've designed this for quite a while in my head, and I got some drawings, but I'm going to make changes as I see fit when it comes time to fitting everything in. So yeah, that was long-winded, but just stay tuned. This is probably going to be more of a montage build because it's not going to be that interesting. It's going to be more the overall time lapse, I think, that'll see as it comes together. So I'm really excited. Let's get going. All right, I got a few pieces cut out here. I'm going to get this clamped down to the table, get these tacked together. We're giving the back end of this a little bit of a kick on the corners, give some more dimension to the vehicle. I have the front piece cut, and then we'll cut the side rails, start getting it mounted on the chassis itself, and then build up from there. So I got a little bit of progress. I was having a little bit more difficult of a time with this than I thought. I had to deal with a little bit of out of square on the main chassis, which was throwing off my upper part there. I got that dealt with, and now I'm going to switch gears here a little bit, and I'm going to go over and start tigging all this stuff together. It took me a long time. I really do think I jinxed myself there earlier this morning. I thought this was going to be a quick process because I more or less had a design in my mind, but I did have it open in case I came up with other ideas. So as I was verifying the cab shape of what I had originally planned, I started hemming and hawing and made a few modifications, and yeah, I spent hours looking at it, thinking about it, mocking it up. Really didn't get nearly as far as I thought, but I think I've settled on a cab shape. We'll see if it's going to work out how I wanted. Um, I'm going to start by making each side and then put them together with cross members. I have my angles here, so I'm just going to quickly get it clamped up, and then I'm just going to TIG all the corners, make sure I get a nice tack. I might TIG all this all together as well. We'll see if I need to, how much I need to smooth it out. So anyways, there we go. A little bit of progress. We'll keep going. All right, I want to just do a little update here. It was pretty hard to video while I was making these cab components and getting them in place. I had to do a little tweaking. They weren't exactly the same, but now they are. They're bang on. You can tell just by eye. All the verticals and everything line up really well. So now I'm going to go ahead and weld this top of the cab to this kind of mid frame, and I'll try and do some videoing of that. I'm not gonna lie, this was being a little more finicky than I presumed it would be. And the cab looks awfully big right now, but you gotta remember the back there is also this part of the build is really rewarding to you as a fabricator. It's when you get to see all your hard work and the design sort of start to pay off, and you get that first real physical view of what you've been building in your mind for so long. So it was full steam ahead. I just wanted to go, go, go. I got everything in place, and I was so happy with the result. It's just falling into place exactly how I wanted it to be, and I can't wait to show you more. I have a lot more content already videoed, so you're going to see the engine and it's on its wheels here shortly. So hit that like and subscribe.
I'm really enjoying what I'm doing here. I hope you're loving it too. I'm trying to get better on my videos. And yeah, let's see where this goes. I got a lot of other projects in mind. Cheers.